recognize that Infiniti has been kind of struggling to find their identity in the marketplace. I mean, ever since the company axed the familiar names like the Infiniti G, the Infiniti M, the FX, and replaced it all with the Q, QX nomenclature, a lot of people have been really confused with the lineup of the Infiniti brand in general. Now, the Q60 actually is the replacement for the old G37 Coupe. If you guys watched my Q50 review, you know that that is the sedan version of this car. The Coupe we've been waiting for quite a few years, actually, and I'm happy to say that I think it was actually worth the wait. This all-new Q60 sports a design language that is very Infiniti, from the swooping curves to the beautiful standard LED headlights and LED taillights. I mean, the entire silhouette of this car is certainly a very striking one. Now, I personally have never been a fan of curvy designs. However, I think the Q60's lines are very, very attractive, much better looking versus the slightly bulbous proportions of the sedan of this car. Now, you can see at the front, LED headlights, as I said, are standard. You also get LED daytime running lights and LED turn signals, so they are a full LED headlight. The same swept back headlight with the Infiniti signature grille. You get a slightly different finish based on whatever trim level you get. Now, speaking of the trims, my particular one that I'm showing you is the top of the line Red Sport 400 model with the company's all-wheel drive system. You can start at the base with this Q60 with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and rear-wheel drive. That's a different review. This is essentially the model you guys have been asking me to film. Now, in terms of the proportions of the Q60 Coupe, it still stretches on a 112-inch long wheelbase, about 184.5 inches long. It's about 5 inches shorter than the sedan, and it's about an inch wider. So Infiniti gave this car all the right proportions. It sits low to the ground, it's wider, it's shorter than the sedan, and out back, the taillights very much mimic the front of the car. I actually think the rear of the car is probably the least attractive angle. I think the front looks a lot better. This car is especially striking in this iridium blue metallic paint color. It offsets really nicely with the red painted brake calipers that you get on this updated Red Sport model. Now, speaking under the hood, this one has the 3-liter twin-turbo V6, the same as that Red Sport 400, 400 horsepower, in case you couldn't tell from the name of this car. But enough about the gorgeous exterior. Let's take a look at the inside and see some of the changes that Infiniti has made for the two-door version. Now, just like in the sedan, my tester does have the company's smart key access system with remote start. To turn on the remote start, you just push the lock button and then push and hold this, and the vehicle starts right up for you. Now, to unlock the door, all you have to do is keep the key fob on you and just touch the back of the door handle, and that unlocks the door for you. Now, looking at the interior of the Q60, you can see it's pretty much identical to the Q50 sedan that I showed you guys last month. The seats, of course, they are a different design. Very beautiful seats. I really like the contrasting interior that my tester is with this beige leather with the contrast stitching and the piping. The steering wheel, you can see, is different. It's a new steering wheel. It looks a lot better. It's really good, high-quality leather, good feel in your hands. Now, stepping inside, you immediately feel how much lower the Q60 is versus the Q50. This is a low-slung sport coupe. It needs to be that way. Now, shutting the door, you can see there's a pillarless glass. It sounds pretty good. Nice solid thunk, which is what you expect in a luxury sport coupe like this. Now, looking at the rest of the interior at a glance, first let me take it out of remote start mode. To do that, you put your foot on the brake and then push this button here to take it out of the remote start mode. Then, of course, everything comes to life. The gauges, identical to the Q60 or Q50 sedan. I kind of wish Infiniti made it a little bit different. I mean, I applaud them for the new steering wheel, which looks nice, but I wish the gauges were red. This is a Red Sport 400 model. Why is there no red in this interior? But looking at the rest of the dash, you can see here.